first.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I'm back again. It's like I've done 2 of these. You guys are my second and third guests, so a warm welcome to Tony Bange and Prince Patel. It's been a minute for both of you, but good to have you back. What has been going on, guys?
Well, been busy doing our own shows, started our own promotion, captured titles, went worldwide, doing big things.
Talk to me about starting up your own promotional company. Forgive my ignorance, Tony. I know I follow you on socials, but I didn't realize that you guys had set up your own promotional company. Please introduce it. We need to know. I'm not asking, the chat started already. No, I'm not asking Prince about any girth. We're not going to do that today. Anyway.
Oh, that was like, we thought we was coming up for.
Mate.
Oh, and it's going to be a boring interview if we don't do that shit.
I want to hear about the business side.
The business is based on...
No, it's not. We're not dipping the channel into the depths of hell. We're going to talk on business.
Okay, we started off as a small promotion called Platinum Punch. We flipped that quick and then went straight into doing shows in stadiums. And we did that for like 2-3 shows, and now we've got DAZN on our shows.
International shows, though, not just in Europe, not just the UK, like internationally, different continents and stuff. Yeah.
I know it sounds like a bit of maybe a bromance question, but how did you two meet? Because I wasn't even aware that you knew each other. I know I'd spoken to you like individually, but what made you come together and decide to work together? Because the last time, Tony, you was like doing bits with Dean White.
Yeah. So I was working with Dean, and then Prince actually jumped on board. He saw me working with Dean, and he thought, "Oh, this looks good." And he goes, "Like this guy knows. I think he knows what he's doing." Then when Prince got involved, then he thought, "Nah, he does actually know how to run it better than he knows how to run it." And he spoke to me and he said, "Like, bro, I saw you sell a shitloads of tickets, and the show's popping when you run it. The show that popped the most was the one that Prince is on." And he goes, "I think me and you together, we could build something bigger than that." So that's exactly what we did.
So when you started the shows, where were you going with them? Where were you doing them? Because I know you've just mentioned international shows. Where have they been based?
We started one in Harrow, and we did really well on the Harrow one, sold that out. The way I did that, so I got a lot of my friends involved to help me with that, and that just a massive success. We took what we made from that, flipped it onto the next show, and we put the World Title Fight on. So 2 shows in, we'd already done the World Title Fight. Prince became the first ever Indian world champion.
My God. So imagine having that on your show, because I know you guys are patriotic. I think it was National Independence Day for India. When was it? I think I've missed it. It wasn't August. Yeah, I know it wasn't too long ago. Very patriotic for the Indian culture. Talk to us about that influence in boxing and getting that support to say, look, there's guys like us. Let's get behind them.
Well, there is no real representation, I would say, for Indian people in boxing. There's no Indian signed to any of the major TV promotions in the UK. So obviously, I'm trying. You looked to the side there, thinking, is anyone Indian on any promotion?
Yeah, I was trying to think, and you're right.
Yeah. There was, I think, Dylan Chima was with Boxer.
You've had a few get a little push, but none of them been stand out
or anything. Obviously, I believe becoming the first Indian world champion, hopefully, fingers crossed, and open the doors for more people like me and Tony to step through. It's not like I've got anything against any other races or anything. It's just I want to see people like myself, people like Tony, do well in the sport. I remember the first time I was on the England squad. And I arrived there, I was 15 years old, about 42 kilos. And then the actual coach at the time said to me, "What are you doing there? Cricket clubs over there." So it just felt like I wasn't welcome. And I felt like that as well as a pro. So for me to get that landmark achievement, it means a lot to me.
What was that like when you heard, listen, I get it, because I've had some weird comments said about myself as well. What was that like when, like you said, you're 15, you're thinking about, this is the career that I want. You're full of those hopes, those dreams. You're gassed. I'm going to achieve B. And then somebody says, "Oh, yeah, the cricket clubs over there.
I had to,
That's exactly what they said. That's exactly what they said it for both of us. The cricket clubs over there, mate.
well, my one, it was like I had to win the national title. So that's third year in the Golden Gloves. I won that. And then you get picked to box for England in the Three Nations. And then literally the coach said that to me. And I was thinking to myself, like, in the training camp, and I was like, right, like, ain't we supposed to be in this? I hadn't thought to myself, I'm actually in the right place. Yeah. And then I brought it
It's
to letter.
crazy when you double take yourself, isn't it? It's crazy.
I was like, my name's right there. He was like, I know who you are, just stand over there. And I was like, okay. But then I was thinking to myself, like, why would you even bother saying that? Like, it doesn't make me feel welcome here, it doesn't make me feel wanted here. Obviously, the goal was still the same, though, and it's to try and win titles and stuff like that. And I pretty much done it in the amateurs, all age groups. I won schoolboy, junior, youth, got to the senior finals, boxed for England in all age groups, schoolboy, junior, youth. So I've done quite a lot in the amateurs, and as a pro, I've hit the Grand Slam, which is which every fighter wants to win, which is the world title. Any fighter who walks through the doors of a gym wants to be a world champion, even if their paths way out to be different things. And then some fighters become journeymen. Some fighters just say, I want to win like an area title or whatever. But originally, when they first walked through the doors, they wanted to be a world champion.
What
so
keeps it going with you, Prince, though? What like I said, from that could have literally knocked you back from the beginning. Why did you say, you know what? No, I'm going to continue to do this?
Because I knew I was good. I was knocking guys up in the amateurs. In my 36 wins in the amateurs, I stopped 24. So as an amateur, especially in the lower weights, that's a lot of stoppages. There were guys, even when I was losing matches, I was still putting guys down. So it was like I knew in smaller gloves at the right weight, I know I could inflict pain on people. But yeah, I know that I'm good at it. That's the reason why I continue. People
said that. Pro?
Yeah,
sorry, go on.
No, but people have always said that about me. They say like, oh, he's just interested in fame, interested in trying to get his name out there and stuff. No, if I was interested in fame and stuff, I'll try and take any sort of fights in the UK where I'm more likely to get more eyes on it with British people. I've gone around, I've fought on some diabolical shows around Europe, even around Africa and stuff. And I'll be the first to admit that. But the point is there was an end goal. The end goal was to become world champion. And I remember doing an interview with you, Johnny Nelson, and Dean. And Dean was saying that we've got a TV promoter who's going to stage the match. And all that was all lies. It was all bullshit. There was no TV promoter that was going to stage it. So I had my time wasted with him. And that's kind of like when Tony said to you, when you said, Tony, how did it all come about? Well, when you're promising me a TV fight for a world title, which is all on public record, is what he said on the interviews, every interview that day. And we've got a TV promoter interested, multiples about which one we want to go with. It's all a lie. Like when I come on interviews and people say, "Oh, you talk about loads of like crude stuff and stuff that might not be PG and stuff," but everything I'm saying is true. Like
everything.
Yeah, when I talk about being good looking, come on, let's be honest. That's taken. When I talk about being genetically gifted, I've proven that.
Oh my days! Yeah,
I've proven that. Though,
that's fine. You're not. I was about to say you're not going to prove it on this live because I don't need my channel.
About that style, but there's probably some women that might be watching this now that could probably verify that. But
wow.
I'm just saying though, 34 wins and 29 knockouts. That's sort of that's a earthquake in itself, right there.
When it comes to, I don't know, I can speak for Dean. I know him personally. Is that something you think he had the intention to do, but it just flopped? Like somebody
obviously not. Like I can't see anyone trying to keep someone like not on TV. But then I think to myself, if you're a promoter and I'm trying to put my business hat on, I know this guy sells tickets. I know when this guy jumps on the show, the live streams dramatically shot up. It was like an old man in Viagra, like it shot up fast. And you got to ask yourself these questions, like, why would you want that guy to go on another promotion? He's selling your show out. He's bringing eyes to it. He's bringing attention to it. He's bringing noise to it. He's bringing drama to it. That's the whole idea of boxing, right? That's how you become a star, right? By bringing attention, eyes, people interested. So why would you, as a promoter, want to give that to someone else? You wouldn't. So in my mind, and you look at the shows since, The production's dramatically cut down because he hasn't got a ticket seller like me on there. The presentation ain't that great. The quality of fights ain't great. His last show he done, my friend Martin Hillman headlined, and that was the only guy who fought a guy with a winning record. So it kind of tells you the quality of the substance of the show. So while he's still Black Box local in Tolworth Recreational Centre, I'm Browned worldwide in Accra Stadium, basically. Live on the zone. I forgot to add that in. Live on the
Wow.
zone.
All right. There's so much that's happened. So you started off, you two have got together and set up your own promotional company. How was that? The thing is, there's going to be, the reason why I ask these questions is there's going to be other people out there that are thinking of doing what you're doing, or they might have an idea. What was it that made you too confident?
They wouldn't, if they're an active fighter, they wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. Because they ain't me. They ain't got the brain. They ain't got the abilities.
It's hard to get the financial backing as well.
They ain't got the financial backing. They ain't got the abilities. They ain't got the I personally believe I've got star power, and I'm gonna prove that on the zone with the viewing figures that I get.
When did you get the deal with DAZN? Because this is, like I said, this is all news as well. I know DAZN's literally mopping every boxing channel up at the moment, but yeah, talk to us about that. They haven't even got boxing yet, but they've got Tony and Prince.
Truth is, I was in a bar in Mayfair and bumped into some old backlights, and she was talking to me about boxing, and she said that she knew someone in the zone that could help me out, and I didn't know what it was. But anyway, I found myself the next day in her apartment, and one thing led to another, and next minute we're on the zone. Literally.
So what you're saying is older women have we're quite helpful.
Yeah, very, very helpful. Yeah. Very.
Yeah. Wow. And there was me thinking that it's only certain people that sleep their way to the top. But well done. Well done. You're changing the stereotypes, and that's what we want to hear.
Exactly. Like, we're proving that brown men can fight. We're not just people that can run the country, like Rishi Sunak and stuff. We're people who actually engage into battle and, knock people out, which is a stereotype that's been spoken about for a long time. People generally don't think, first of all, they don't think good-looking guys can fight. And second of all, they don't think brown guys can fight. So I'm breaking so much brackets of stuff, really.
You know, it's mad that you say that about like brown guys, like Indian guys, because I've never really looked at it like and thought Indian guys can't fight, because the fighters that we have seen, they can scrap. They really can fight. I've never looked at it like that, but I'm not looking at it from behind the curtain, from the professional side, from the business side, as in a promoter, a broadcaster. Obviously, you will see it different, and obviously, by what you said, you've been treated different too.
Now, the truth is, and I'm gonna just say it out there, that there's not many Indian guys in boxing that are actually good. There's only a handful of us. The majority of us can't actually fight, which is the truth. I'm going to be the first to say it. I'd like to see more in it that do well, but the truth is the truth. And at the moment, there's just two guys just pushing forward for the community. I'm not really seeing that.
But you're saying that you're pushing forward for the community, and I get it. You're saying that there's some of them that aren't that good, but you got to encourage them, right? Because you don't want them listening to this and thinking, he's got the same stereotype that he's trying to fight against.
It's not about the taking part, it's about the winning. And I don't want you to take part if you're not good, because then you're making people like me look bad. You're making people like Tony look bad. You're letting our ancestors look bad. I don't want that. I don't talk about ancestors. I would like to fight M.A. Khan. I'd like to. I'm fighting at 147, by the way. Just
okay.
So you know that. But 2 fights at 147. I beat an unbeaten guy, and I beat someone who is 20 wins, 3 losses. So I've already beaten 2 credible sort of opponents. My next fight is for an IBF title at 147. So I know you're thinking, like, who's jumped up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weights in under a year? Me. I've done that. Because
are you comfortable at that?
Well, I get to eat what I want, like literally, like 2 tubs of Ben and Jerry's a day, Krispy Kremes a lot. But
fighting at that weight.
Fought twice at it, felt alright at it. Yeah, punch power is different, but they're a lot slower. So it's interesting, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned 147, because Conor Ben's there, isn't he?
another name that I would like to fight. Obviously, his dad's a supporter of Tommy Robinson, Stephen Lennon. Obviously, I'm not really a fan of Tom Robinson. He wants to suppress Islam in the UK. I've got a lot of Muslim friends, and I don't like someone trying to suppress someone's religious beliefs. He also, and I quote, said, "Send them back." Send who back exactly? Me? Want to send me back? That's what Tommy's said before, and that's who Nigel's supporting. So I don't particularly like Nigel. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like his son, either son, the ugly one that looks like Harvey Price, or is Harvey Ben Price? What is his name? I don't even know what his name is. I know, that's what I'm saying. That guy, and then you got Conor Ben. I don't particularly like him as well. Personally, my opinion is you claim to be innocent. Apparently, he's being exonerated, but he hasn't been exonerated. I don't really know what's going on there. But the truth is he was. If you were found cheating, for example, whether you, as a man or a woman in actual real life, and there's concrete evidence of it, meaning a failed test, you have to. You're guilty now. You have to prove yourself innocent. So I feel all the boxing supporters and the people within the sport, they want to see the innocence. Prove you're innocent. You haven't proved you're innocent. You're just saying, "Oh, I've been exonerated," but have you not? Like, why was it in your system? Why was I'll throw the challenge down. I don't care if he's on gear because skills win fights. So if he was to fight me, I don't mind having a contract where he can take whatever he wants. I'll be loaded up on Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs. He can be loaded up on the eggs. He gets knocked out. It's as simple as that.
Damn. You are brutal.
Pardon?
You are brutal. I think the thing with Conor Ben, like I said, I don't really study the PED side of boxing, so I've kept my mouth shut on it. I think it's down to the British Boxing Board of Control that are going to be reviewing what the NADP or UCAD have said. So I'll leave that over there. But I was just thinking, basically, it's the personalities I was thinking of. When you said 147, I like press conferences. When they're interesting, and I get it. It's some people may see it as a long shot, but I do like to see a clash of personalities in press conferences.
People told me when I was trying to win a world title it was a long shot and it won't happen. Yeah, if someone told you through an operation that there was 0% success rate, you wouldn't do it, would you? There was a 0% success rate for an Indian to become a world champion. I went and done it. Out of 150 years of glove boxing, that never happened. I went and did it. So I defined science, physics, chemistry, whatever you want to call it. Same thing can be said now. Conor Ben, what, number 3 with the IBF? He's number 3 with the IBF at 147. You win this, I win this, I get a top 15. Me and him could fight for a final eliminate for 5 boots.
What's your ranking, Prince? I know you said if you get this win,
I'm gonna get, once I win this intermediate sort of IBF title, I get a top 15. Me and him can final eliminator for an IBF world title. That makes sense to me. If he wants to join me in the World Champions Club. But if he wants to sit at home, twiddle with his thumbs, and sit at home with his cock in his hand without a world title, then he can do that. But I'm sitting at home with a world title and multiple women. But he can just sit at home with consuming large amounts of eggs and no world titles. Think about this, and the thing I said on IFL, I said, Conor Ben's had, let's cut the bullshit. He's had one of the best promoters in the world in Eddie Hearn, one of the best training teams in Tony Sims. He's got probably some really big financial backers and sponsorships. He's plugged all the time, yet he's only achieved the WBA Continental title. Now, if we look at my credentials, WBA Intercontinentals, IBF Intercontinentals, IBF Internationals, WBO Globals, WBO Europeans, Commonwealth, the African Boxing Union title, the IBF Continental title, won that ref saying all of this stuff, the WBO Africa, an IBO World title, something he's never won. Yeah, all these titles, and he's had all that backing, and I've had just this. And these. That's it.
And this. Don't forget that. Prince.
No, but that's
Without
got me
your
nowhere.
mouth, yeah,
That's got me blackballed, blacklisted, and nearly blacked by a certain individual in the trade.
yeah, but what has it though? Because everyone still knows who you are, because you are what we'd say is controversial. You're not boring, are you? You know, I had to go and sit in a dark room for half an hour before I came on here, because I was thinking, what is this geezer going to say
I
on this
wonder
live?
what you were doing in that dark room on your own.
Resting.
Oh my!
I was resting, contemplating, but yeah, it's like you've got the mouth as well, which you need that in this industry. It's changing. Everything is about social media. I'm not saying that you can't fight, but you have to have other things to back it up as well.
I've always said I'm the full package in every aspect. But what I'm saying is there's another individual out there. So you said the Conor Ben fight. I believe that's one. Always ugly brother Harvey Price, Harvey Ben. I just get the name muddled up sometimes. They look so similar, but it's just my opinion and stuff. But there's another one, Amir Khan. I know you're going to say he's retired and stuff, but everyone comes out for the right price. He's from Pakistan. I'm from India. Genuinely, we don't like each other. I don't particularly. It's just rivalry. I believe my country is better than this country. We produce the better fighters. We produce the better people. We have better manners. We have better looking women. Even though I'm not even into Asian women, I'm just saying, like, just in general, we're smarter people all round, just all round better. Like, we don't smell. We don't have the onion smell.
Hey.
Just an opinion. It's just an opinion. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't have anything against them. So a lot of my friends are Stanis, are from Pakistan, that means. But I do tell them they need some deodorant. I do tell them that. But what I'm gonna say is I don't like Amir Khan's ethics as a man. In 2017, he either threw his wife under the bus or he threw her under AJ. Now, I'm talking direct quotes, and I have to bring up these direct quotes, which you can see on the, the Sun newspaper online. And I want to say big shout out to the Sun, because they obviously, after my world title win, gave me a little article and plugged me.
Did they?
One of the very few media outlets that done that. But I'm gonna quote these tweets, where he says, "Man's like Joshua can have my leftovers." That one tweet. I left my family and friends for Farrell. I'm not hurt, but another fighter, I'm making it public. You're getting a divorce. Hashtag gold digger. Lol, moved up weight classes, lol. Trust me, I'm not the jealous type. No need to send me pictures of men you're talking to. Hashtag disgusted. Then, another tweet. Farrell moved on quick. Always mentioned to me how much he wanted to be with another man. From all another boxer, rolling eyes face, tagged AJ. Now, all I'm saying there is, what kind of a man would allow his girl to get blacked and stretched by AJ?
Oh my God.
Another thing I'm going to say, and this is my opinion as an alpha male, as
my channel's in the bin. You might just carry on now. It's a free for all now.
Full-blooded man, what I'm going to say is, while you was in the jungle chewing on kangaroo testicles, your wife was in a different type of jungle chewing on big black balls. Now, that's game over. That's the 8-ball potted in her mouth. That's game over.
I'm just throwing it out there. I know she's married is okay. That's a different conversation. But can I just say, on behalf of the black community, there is nothing wrong with big black balls.
Well,
can I just say that? Can I just stick up for the black community here? Because I feel like you sort of like you're having a little bit of a dig. And
my sister's boyfriend is African. I've got nothing against that.
One second. You stood up for the black community. We're talking about big black balls, but you didn't stood up for the Stani community. You didn't do that when the ugly jokes. I'm
gonna do it. It was just a bit of a. It was a bit of a dig. And listen,
what makes this wrong?
I mean, what is black? What is that?
You don't know what black is?
No.
Black throw? You ain't seen?
You don't know what black throw is?
No.
I'll send you the link later.
No, don't send me anything.
Trust me, you want to see this.
Don't send me anything, because it's not going to be anything constructive.
It's not halal. Let's put it that way. It's not halal.
No.
But what he was doing with AJ wasn't halal. Think about that. It wasn't very righteous. You know? And also, let's look. It could have been Ed Sheeran. Let's cut the BS here. Yeah, the fact she's sending him pictures of other men. Do you think my picture was thrown in there? I'm a good-looking brown person. My picture could have been thrown in there. Maybe she told him, I want to get with an Indian man. I fancy an Indian tonight. Obviously, Khan's not quite hitting it right. Can't quite stretch it enough. You need a real man. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I don't know what's going on there, but I don't like that. Yeah. So either two things happened there. One
Yeah.
is what they got some weird open relationship where she can get onto other guys and he just sits there with his something in his hand on Skype, knocking one out, as you know, he's convicted for that already. Or he threw his girl under the bus. What kind of a man would throw his wife under the bus for publicity and fame? It's a man who's dancing with the devil that would do that, in my opinion. So I wanna fight him. I don't like him. His
Okay.
brother used to make it clear that he wanted to fight me years ago, but his brother ended up retiring because he knew what sort of beating he would have took. That would have been one half of his bloodline just obliterated with. So I think me and him, I'm the highest achieving Indian fighter. He's the highest achieving Stani fighter. Let's get it on. Ancestral beef.
Okay. Lovely. That was a very discreet way of saying that you want to fight somebody. Obviously, I remain neutral, and your opinions and views are your own. Tony,
Yes.
just throwing it out there. How do you cope? How literally? I've got people in the chat. I'm going to go into the chat in a minute, but people are telling me my channel's in jeopardy. But anyway, how do you cope?
I had to get my car bulletproof thrown around. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. This guy's mental. But he wants to fight.
You've got fans in here. Hold on, I've got a shout out of VJ 88ism. Hi Abs, what time will their show start UK time for all the Princeaholics dying to know?
I've been told it's 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the 24th of November. And then obviously stretched into the 25th. You know, keyword stretching.
As in yoga. Yeah, we'll keep
like
that.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take you. Look, yoga, India. We can do that.
Kama Sutra, all that sort of stuff.
Well, we didn't need to bring that into it. I do know what that is, but we didn't need to bring that into it. Yeah, sorry, Tony. Being in this partnership, because he is Prince, you're a loose cannon.
Maybe.
Well, I've got to ask Tony.
Yeah.
How does it work? How do you? Because you can't obviously. Prince isn't somebody you can say, you know what? I'll tell you what. We're gonna have this press conference. Can you just mind what you're saying, or just be no? So
I already know that. Forget that. He ain't gonna do nothing I tell him to do. But the fact is, he's really good to work with, like professionally, off camera and everything. He's really easy to work with. He's got his head switched on, and he's really clued up with the boxing game. On top of that, he does manage me as well. So even like right now, he's put me in fights that are really going to boost my ranking. I've got the right opponents in front of me. I'm fighting a former Virginia Singh opponent. If I beat this guy, I've become the highest achieved Sikh boxer to come out of Britain. So he's managing me really well now. And yeah, just listen to what he says, and we work together. We build the promotion, and everything just runs really smooth. It's really easy to work with him.
but learning the sport as you go in, though. Sorry, go on, Prince.
If you had a partner and he or she, I don't know, but if
I'm married to a man. Yeah.
Okay, so married, I like that. So because it's kind of relative now. So if your husband sent you a picture of other women, saying he wanted to be with them, how would you take that?
It's fucking homicide, right there.
Say that again.
I'd be shocked. But I understand. Yeah, but I understand men are men.
Bro, I tried that. I'm not mixing shit. Fuck me up, bro.
What? He hasn't, but I'm saying obviously I'd be shocked. I wouldn't be impressed. It wouldn't be something that I'd have on my Christmas list. But I do understand that men have wandering eyes.
So if he did wander and dip it somewhere else, how would you feel?
Very, very upset. Yeah.
Very upset. Do you reckon that's what our mate Iqbal Khan was thinking when he was on Sky knocking one out?
I don't know, because I don't want to imagine boxers.
Oh, you don't want to
doing
put yourself into
Nah.
the head of a convict.
No. I'll leave these sinister opinions.
I knew you were setting that up.
I'll leave these sinister opinions to you. People will do what they're going to do anyway. Other people's relationships, I stay out of it. That's their business.
What are the people in the comments saying? Are they saying what kind of a man
let's have a look. We've got a couple of laughy faces. Somebody's at Skyliner. You hope they're respectful. Respectful. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. Skyliner's saying, I'd prefer him to display his boxing prowess and display knockouts. Is that someone giving you feedbacks on your fights?
November 24th, I hope, was Skyliner the editor. I hope you tune in and then edit me a nice reel.
Well, if it's on DAZN, we'll see it, won't we?
Exactly. I want you to tune in. It's all about the important posse and views, isn't it? So I'll make sure
somebody's mentioned that potentially Amir's not too well, or maybe suffering with something, but I'll leave that there.
He's suffering my right hand. If I smack him on his chops, isn't it? Nigel.
Oh, sorry. Do you want Zombarno's put up? The likes of Nigel didn't want to send anyone back when immigrants rebuilt the UK after war, after being
Look at World War II, the amount of Indians that gave their life towards saving our freedom.
My great granddad was in World War II.
Exactly.
I like this one. Mark, shout out to Mark. And you know what? I wish I could have got Isaac Lowe in on this one, because I spoke to Isaac the other day and I enjoyed speaking to him as well. Please, can we have Prince Patel versus Isaac Lowe?
Wait, hang on a second. You enjoyed speaking to Isaac? He can barely speak English. How can you enjoy it?
He can. And I enjoyed speaking to him.
We did actually talk to
you.
We did actually talk to Spencer about that fight, and what we asked for, look, bearing in mind it was a world title, he just won the world title, he's the first ever Indian world champ. We did ask for $1 million. I didn't know.
And at the time they wanted us to
dismiss it, yeah.
They wanted us to bulk up 2 weights, vacate our title to fight him.
Yeah.
And he just dismissed our
why would we do that?
So yeah.
Okay. What happened to the Sonny Edwards fight?
That's never gonna happen because I'm in like a man's weight division now.
Sonny's too small,
and Sonny's like in teenage girl, 12-year-old division. So yeah, you can stick with the the Gollum. My trash.
Oh, you lot are just terrible with the
trash.
Anyway, somebody says that they love this conversation. Karma over in the States says, "Oh my," that's definitely one word for it. Karma.
I love Jesus. Oh my Jesus.
Bladders put Prince the Don. IFL has got one of them two arguing. What's happened there? What's that about?
Oh, that was at Misfits last year. Yeah. I tried to choke me from behind.
With everybody, didn't you argue with Fraser Clark? Didn't Fraser Clark have to rag you around a bit?
No, he sexually assaulted me. Let's just get it out there. No, it is.
No,
it is. If I randomly pull your hair, okay. If I randomly touch you and pull your hair, that's a sexual assault. So why is it different if he does the same to me? He can't pull my hair. He can't do that. Last time I pulled a woman's hair was when I had them bent over and I was like doing all that sort of stuff. So why can he do that to me and it not be sexualized? I get a lot of men and women, unfortunately, men, unfortunately, because I'm straight. But I get a lot of men coming on to me. So if I made a married man turn bi, I have that powers on people. If he wanted to pull my hair, I thought it was sexual. Whether you think it's not, it's down to you. But we're in the 21st century, 2023, it was back then. If he wants to be bisexual, let him be bisexual.
He's not bisexual.
You think he's not, but
no,
when his man handled me, I felt it was sexual.
But what? Let's get back to the lead up now, because I feel like we can be open and honest and we can talk about this. What was you saying about Clark online?
I said he looked like Milky from This Is England, which if you Google Milky from This Is England, he looks like Milky from This Is England. And he's an Olympic bronze medalist, yeah? If he wanted to really punch me, he would just go, ow. And then
It
obviously,
wouldn't because of the size difference. Look at the size between
he
you two.
shouldn't be touching another person. That's an assault. It's a sexual assault. I took it sexual, yeah? The fact he tried to pull my hair from behind, it was like I saw an erection. I saw an erection.
Anyway,
He gave me
moving
in
on.
the eyes, the look he gave me, it
Moving
was
on.
like,
I will have no
I
Fraser Clark
want you.
slander.
He gave me a look. I actually thought he was
I
going
feel
to.
like I'm actually in school with two like naughty kids at the back. Mark says, "What is Prince's favorite country that he's fought in? And are there any other countries on his list to fight in?"
I quite like Germany because some of the German blondies look pretty nice. Like, yeah, yeah. Like, I like Africa, but I just really ain't into African women. So it's like I like going to the country, laying the smack down, like, do you know, like being like an old school Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great. But then obviously you reap the rewards of winning, you get the gold. But then when it comes to the women,
So it has to be a country for women.
can't really get it up for them, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't, because I'm thinking that you're going there to fight. But
Yeah, but I'm talking after we win, which is
is this commonplace? Is this what fighters do then? After the win, they go out shopping.
Yes, yeah, exactly what we do. What I do. That's the role.
I was about to say, are you gonna umbrella all boxers that do this?
Yes, I can't speak for
fighters' misses tuned into this now, Prince.
For example, someone like
saying-
Fraser, I don't know if he goes for just the women or the men. I don't know because I was a
You
victim
better
of
leave
this.
Fraser alone.
And you know what? People should be saying to me, all power to you for a victim to come out and speak about these things. You know, like, I'm a man and I'm okay to say I was sexually assaulted. I'm okay to say that. It was wrong what happened to me. It shouldn't have happened to me, but it did. Yeah. And my therapist said, the more you just get it off your chest, it's okay. Yeah.
Your therapist. So are you saying like when men go and have these boxing matches?
I'm
interested in the psychology. Oh, you're just speaking for yourself. Oh, I thought you was going
to speak. Well, I think a lot of men would try, but a lot of men don't look like me, so they ain't gonna get lucky, are they?
So what? You're the prettiest boxer there is it? Is that
I
what
would
you're
like to 100%. The cheekbone.
Well, the most handsome. I can't say it.
I would say I'm definitely. I believe I'm the sexiest guy in sports and entertainment. I believe that. I've got the long, beautiful hair. You know, that 100% Indian Remy hair.
Remy.
Yeah, I see that on like like the extensions that people buy. Like,
oh right, okay.
But I've got the natural 100% Indian Remy hair, and I've got the high cheekbones, the girthy lips, the straight white teeth, the jawline sculpted by Michelangelo himself. That's what made the one me.
This geezer is insane. Sam has said, has Prince had any serious talks with some of the bigger promoters? Seriously can't believe they won't want to sign him up. Pure box office and he can fight. That's what I would say. I think you're definitely entertaining. I know more about your personality than I do with your fights.
Well, I was with Frank Warren. I got shelved and then I just done things on my own. Yeah, I was shelved, like stuck on a shelf. I was like an old toy just waiting to expire. While there were some bums like Bum Jones Jr. main event. You don't even know who that guy is, do you?
Who?
Do you remember Bum Jones Jr.? Used to go by the name of Boy Jones Jr. You don't remember that guy, do you?
So how long ago was this, Prince?
2016. So while I was sitting at home with my...
You're sitting at home? You were sitting at home?
Yeah, with my this in my hand. You know,
you were sitting at home?
And this fella was main eventing at your hall. While my 200-300 tickets worth of support wanted to watch me fight, and I'm having to make up injuries to my friends when I'm seeing them in Nando's, saying, "Oh, I hurt my finger." I didn't hurt no fingers. I'm just embarrassed to say, "Oh no, they're not taking my call right now."
Why do you think that? Why do you think that happened then?
I think it was, you know, when like you really dislike someone and you don't want them to do well, so you'd rather just make no money and just have that guy expire and be forgotten about.
I thought it was because you fucked one with the girls.
Hey, no, no, no. Pause. No,
You told me.
no.
That's what you told me.
Listen, not
This
today.
is not what
Not
God
today.
wants.
You can tweet
This
this.
is not
No,
what God wants.
we're not doing
Where's
this.
the man with this black house? I can't take him anywhere. Why would you say these simple things? I've got 10 wines at home. What if they see this?
Oh, my bad.
You lot
Wow.
are absolute flipping chaos. So anyway, can we to finish off because I've got to go. To finish off, can we talk about the future? The future with your promotional company, looking at signing more fighters, and obviously, what's going to happen with you?
Me?
Yeah, there's
Let's
a lot of
hope.
questions there.
Let's hope I'm never a victim of a sex crime again
Oh,
or an assault. Let's hope that never happens. Also, I would say in my career, look, people are probably going to think I don't stand a chance against either Khan or Ben. I believe I beat both of them. I think Khan's the easier fight personally. I'd like to fight one of them guys. I'd like Tony to get like a nice little payday as well against someone, like, preferably one of the other Indian fighters out there. There's one fighting on Jake Paul's card called Niraj Goyat. He's fighting at 0-1, and he's fighting on Jake Paul's undercard against 0-1.
Yeah.
So I'd personally like to see Big Tony fight. Okay, Khan was supposed to fight him in 2019.
I've been asking for this fight for a long time.
Been asking for the fight. They're both from the same village or something in India. They need a fight. They like it's like who's the toughest man in the village. He needs to have. Yeah. How can she slap all that sorts of stuff? And yeah, they need to fight. Me, either that, maybe Misfits or something. We spoke to Mans Taylor. We could do some tag team action.
you know
Handicap
what? I can see
action.
you 100% on Misfits.
Yeah, I believe
You're absolutely insane.
But the thing is are they
I know
gonna be
you're
able
a professional boxer,
something
but
like that?
your personality,
Yeah.
it's very out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm all for everybody being themselves. I like it. I just don't want my channel
I
demonetized.
detect a puddle in your room. I'm just saying, I detect like in the background, I see like a little bit of water leakage. I'm just saying, like, I just detect that. Like,
There is absolutely
Tony's a
nothing.
good plumber. He can help you there.
There's nothing leaking in here. I guarantee
I'm
it's
making sure.
watertight and it's very dry.
Okay, so there's good plumbing, obviously. Yeah.
Very good plumbing.
Tony's pretty deep there. Yeah. So when would you?
Hold on, one second. Your husband's not really big and strong. Two Indian guys getting fucked up.
You are.
He said your husband's not a big, strong man, is he? Because like,
Oh, he's very big. He's very strong. I just don't need to talk about him all the time.
Oh shit! He said, "Not me."
Question for you though.
Yeah, go on.
Who would you like to see me fight?
Conor Ben.
You would like the Conor Ben fight?
Only because you mentioned 147.
Only because of who?
You mentioned the 147, the weight, and I just see you two like arguing. It just make a good press conference. If I'm honest, I haven't seen enough of your fights to know what you would bring as a fighter, and that's just me being honest. But I just think I'd like the leader.
But based on like you're a logical woman. You seem like you understand maths, science, all that sort of stuff. Based on him having all that backing and only achieving a WBA continental title, and me knocking out unbeaten guys to win a world title and being the first Indian to win a Commonwealth title and a world title and all these other belts, when people count them as proper belts or not, it's slightly proven that I'm above this guy, right?
I hear that, but you know what would be good though, Prince? If you're looking at that, and is to chase the opponents that he's fought. That's just an idea, because then it's a margin, and we can get to. You know that
he's retired like 6 years ago.
What's that? Oh, the French chap, is it?
Chris Algeria? No, Cedric Pina.
No, Payne up. Yeah.
City more.
Doesn't he?
One second.
The French one. Is
Yeah,
it
he's the one who
retired?
tripped down.
Oh, no, wait. Did these guys retire or did he retire then?
No, they retired in general.
I'm gonna have.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have. Are you sure he's not fighting anymore?
From what I
I'm gonna look
remember when I last
now.
checked, I didn't see him active.
Hold
That's
on.
the blonde one. The one who put him on his ass. The one that actually beat him but didn't get the decision. Because some brown envelopes were thrown
And
around.
I think Chris Van Heerden is Chris Van Heerden. He's retired, hasn't he?
He's retired. Chris Algieri's retired as
Algieri.
well.
As Vargas
So
retired.
they come out of retirement to fight him.
Cedric Pernald. Let's have a look. Hold on. It's all right. I'm just on Box Rec. Let me see if he's still active.
And what's his record, if you don't mind me asking?
It's 11-9-3.
And is he active?
Wilter. He doesn't say he's inactive. Yeah.
So does it say a
Still
ranking?
there. So when let's have a
Does
look.
it
I'm
have a
on Box
ranking?
Rec. No,
Does it have a ranking?
world ranking is France number 10. World ranking 293.
293. Which weight? Welterweight.
Yeah.
So if I went to the zone and said I want to fight an 11-9-3, they would laugh me off the channel, and they would say,
fighting. He fought in June.
"Yeah, they would." If I said to them I want to fight an 11-9-3, they would laugh me off the channel. I'm fighting a 50-5 with that tough African genetics. You know, they say on paper, statistically talking, Africans have the best sporting genetics. Yeah.
Is that hard to believe?
I personally think Indians, but obviously, like, everyone has their own opinions.
Well, we'll find out.
I'm unbeaten against Africans. I'm unbeaten. I'm going there, laying the smack. I'm doing what the British did. I'm going out there. I'm colonizing.
No bother with that. Just remember who you're talking to. No. What we're not going to do on my channel is do that. We're not going to do that. So that's just a big, like, that's not even pause, that's stop. But we'll see. And I would say that, yeah, the African genetics are very good.
Where are you from originally?
I'm Jamaican.
Jamaican. Okay. Yeah, I like to say that Africans specifically have the better sporting genetics.
But Jamaicans are.
It kind of like watered down a little bit, but yeah, like I would say,
yeah, Jamaica is the melting pot. Yeah, you can't deny that. The Caribbean, yeah.
I would say the food in Africa is better than the Caribbean as well.
I prefer Caribbean food.
Yeah.
But that's probably because it's mixed with a bit of Indian food as well. Because, like I said, it's a melting pot. You've got everything.
I look at it like a watered down Indian food, if that makes sense. Like the actual Indian food is better.
Yeah. It would be because, like I said, it's a melting pot.
Like, how many people have gone home and said, "I want a Pakistani tonight"? They've never done that. They've always said, "I want an Indian tonight." Do you know what I mean? That's another thing why I want to fight Amir Khan. You know, like, I just don't particularly like him. I just don't like him.
I think you've definitely made that clear that you don't like Amir Khan. But yeah. Guys, I'm going to fold this convo because obviously time's ticking on. We're going for 47 minutes.
Which gap do you think's bigger? The gap between Shah Khan's teeth, meaning Amir's dad, or the gap that AJ created? Yeah, basically,
you know what? I will say that I openly don't regret anything, but this conversation's got me in the balance. But no, seriously, listen, I know you're going to do what you're going to do. I wish you guys all the best.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on. Listen, don't worry about that. I'm welcome to anybody coming on the channel. Do you know what I mean? It was good to catch up.
We should do a catch up after we get the wins on the zone. And yeah.
So fight day, obviously we can watch it on the zone.
Yeah, 24th November. Let's hope the October Red fans tune in.
Mate, I might not have anything left after this.
For diversity and inclusion, lost all your fans. Right.
C'est la vie. It takes a lot more to push me over than that. But gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Yes, we definitely will do it again. It's been havoc. Chat, thank you very, very much. And I'll speak to you guys soon.
Look after yourself.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.